Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, it's about that time. It's Monday Night Raw, real estate style. Hope you have yourself a great weekend and you're preparing for another great week as we are now streaming live on multiple platforms. Streaming live on Twitch, you know, the gamer site where they be like playing games and pushing the little buttons and thumbs running around and stuff like that. We're streaming live on Periscope at Chris Monroe's show. We're also streaming live on the YouTube channel. We're streaming live on Facebook in the Woke Real Estate Investing group, plus on Facebook on my private page, and we're temporarily streaming live on Instagram. If you are watching live on Instagram, hop on over to the YouTube channel for the full experience. So we got a great treat for you tonight. Go ahead and put your name in and where you're coming in from. We'll give you a quick shout out before we get started with the show. And I got a couple of brief announcements to let you know about as well. Next week on August 24th, we're on with David Dodge. He's going to talk about rentals, the truth about rentals. I know a lot of people doing a lot of lease options and wraparound mortgages and all this stuff, but you can still make good money with good old-fashioned rentals. And I believe he has about 65 or 70 or more rental properties. And we're going to definitely get in with him on the 24th. That's David Allen Dodge on Instagram. Make sure you're in next week for that. The following week, what is that going to be? The 31st, we're on with Mr. Victor Antonio. Victor Antonio, you might have seen him up with Grant Cardone or some of the other master sales trainers across the nation talking that sales, because you can do all this great marketing, but if you can't close the deal and identify the pain points and solve the problems for these sellers, you will not be successful in the business. So we're talking about sales with Victor Antonio on August 31st, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Make sure you're in for that as well. Next month, going into September, we're on with Mr. Alvin Tucker, Facebook marketing strategist. He's a master at it, so we definitely want to get him in. That's on September 14th. So hopefully you all can get in on that as well. That's going to be a great show. As far as if you want to be notified of upcoming shows, all you have to do is text JV to 31996. That will get you the free joint venture agreement and the free notification. You'll get a text to be notified of when we go live on these Monday night shows. So this keeps you in, so you don't have to depend on YouTube, depend on whatever platform you're watching it on. You'll get a text straight from us to remind you that we are live, and you'll be right in there just like that. So all you have to do is text JV to 31996. So let's see who we got up in here right now. So what's up, Lucy? What's up, Lucy? How you doing? I see we got let's see here. Super pumped for this. Daniel, what's up? I see you, man. Where you been hiding at? Let's see what else we got in here. Diamond Ford over here. She's back in the mix down in the ATL. Good to see you. Hello, Woke family. What's up? Cynthia Miller in the building. We got people watching over on Periscope. What up, Big Worm? Big Worm, Big Perm. Sadal the Investor. What's up, man? I see you back on social media. I know you gave it a break, but you're back. Good to see you. All right, who else we got over here? Daniel Bird from VA. All right, Virginia representing. Shout out Arizona, West Coast. Mike buys houses down in the New Orleans. So, all right, we see we got a couple of people up in here. So go ahead. We got about 25 people or so watching right now. We're going to get this pumped up. We need you all to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Give it a like. Give it a share, because we got a great treat for you tonight. We got Mr. Antoine Campbell. He's in the green room getting ready, warming up for you. Swinging and bucking and bucking and swinging. It's about that time, y'all. We're about to get this thing popping.
And we have Mr. I Stay Woke. Hey, Mr. I Stay.
Welcome woke. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? This is the student master teacher, Mr. I Stay Woke, Chris Monroe, and I'm right back at you with another real estate video. Hopefully you all are having a great day so far, a great week. We got a good show for you tonight. So without further ado, I want to bring in my bro from the East, Mr. Antoine Campbell. What's up, bro?
What's up with it? How you doing, brother?
Good, good. Great to have you on the show here. And for people who may not know, who is Antoine Campbell and what do you do, bro?
My name is Antoine Campbell. They call me the REI Giver. Straight from the D.C. area, Washington, D.C., that is, United States capital of the United States. So I am a real estate investor. I'm an entrepreneur. And most importantly, I'm a proud father, right? I have 2 boys and a wonderful wife, LaShawn. And I've been on this journey for the last 3 years, and I've been helping people, putting people in position. And I've been building my business, and I've been making sure that I do everything I'm supposed to do in the most organic way possible. So one of the things I've done master in the last 2 years was making everything remote, everything virtual, from my offshore employees to my virtual office to the way I run my entire organization. Everybody is 100% remote.
Wow. So virtual. A lot of people don't really believe in their mind that you can do this business virtually. They think you got to run out to the house, go meet the seller, pet the dog, do all the song and dance. So you telling me you can do virtual real estate, virtual wholesaling without ever going to the property at all?
Virtual flipping as well. I have a couple of flips I'm doing virtually. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's true. It's all about systems, brother. Once you set your systems in place and understand where you're trying to take your company, you can pretty much do anything you want.
That's what I'm talking about. So the only thing that's holding us back is ourselves, huh?
Exactly.
All right, cool. So how long have you been in the business for?
I've been in the business since 2017. I've been around the business since the 90s, but I've been in the business since 2017, and I went full-time in 2018.
Cool. So just about 3 years. So when you came in, did you come in straight virtual, or did you kind of do the old-fashioned way first and say, what, here's the better way?
So I came in just trying to be a fix and flipper, right? And then I realized quickly that most of the wholesalers don't know what the hell they're doing. So I end up actually starting to do my own lead generation. Even still, I didn't call myself a wholesaler because we were just buying all the deals that we locked up for ourselves. So then, we said, well, we starting to get extra deals that we can't close because we kind of want to show no money and we don't want to overextend ourselves. So that's when the wholesale operation was born.
Cool. That's what I'm talking about. So so it was kind of something you kind of stumbled into just by the nature of the business, basically.
Yeah. When I first got into real estate, I wanted to be a multi-family investor, right? Me and my wife, we were looking at $10 million properties, and we didn't realize you need $3-4 million to put down on these properties. So we said, let's go back to the drawing board and figure this out. And that's when we said, okay, we can do fix and flipping. It's the barrier entry to fix and flipping is nothing compared to multi-family.
Cool. So you wanted to be just a regular old fix and flipper, doing some good marketing, stumbled upon more deals than you can close on. Say, well, I might as well wholesale them off to somebody else. And then somehow you say, well, I can do this virtually in multiple markets. How did that come about?
So, I'm from the DC area, so that's a very competitive market, right? It's tough. The sellers are some of the most sophisticated sellers in the world, I think. When it comes to price and psychology, like there's no sales book in the world that can teach you how to negotiate a DC seller. And we realized that, hey, we need to expand to keep up the momentum. So we started looking at different secondary tertiary markets, Harrisburg being one of them. Ever since then, we realized that we don't have to be a big-time wholesaling company in DC. We can literally just do what we're doing and replicate ourselves throughout all these small markets by just going virtual.
Cool. So virtual. So when people think of virtual, they think generally virtual assistants, I would think. So are you saying you could do everything from the beginning of the deal, from finding it and everything, all the way to the end, virtually, never really go to the house at all?
Yeah, so at first when we started out, I started out cold calling, and I was terrible on the phone. It wasn't that I didn't know how to cold call. It was just that my patience wouldn't allow me to let someone talk down to me. So instead of me disrespecting a 7-year-old lady on the phone, I end up saying, I need someone else to come in here that can, bite their tongue because this is not for me. And we end up stumbling across virtual assistants. So I looked more into it, and I said, "Damn, these people willing to take $4 an hour, $3 an hour. One person even was willing to take $2 an hour." I'm like, "What? To
Sign
do
up.
this?" And I was like, so and I started saying to myself, "Why is it that?" So then I look more into it. Come to find out, we just leveraging the value of the U.S. dollar against other currency. They they don't get it twisted. They make good money. They still own houses. They still got cars. They still got to eat. They go get massages. Nothing changes. It's just that their money isn't worth as much as the U.S. dollar. So when I realized that, I said, you know what? I think I'm onto something. And then I started interviewing more VAs. And as I'm looking at these VAs and I'm looking at their resume, I said, hey, these people smart. Like some of these people got, bachelor degrees and master degrees. And like I said, man, I think I'm onto something. And then ever since then, we just started building with the VAs. And I said, and because I had a business before real estate, and it was a lot of overhead, bro. And I had 3 offices. It was just crazy amount of money we spent every month. And I told myself and promised myself that I would never go back to the point that I would struggle to be an entrepreneur. And the
Yeah.
VAs was a way out. The VAs was definitely a way out to, make my cash position was always looking right every month, no matter what.
Great, great. In regards to virtual assistants or VAs, most people call them, how does somebody know when they're ready for a VA? Because I was one of those type of people that jumped right in the game about a week or two in and said, I don't like this calling stuff, kind of like you. So I'm hiring somebody. I ain't finna sit up here and get you.
Right.
Because how do they know when it's time for them to get a VA?
So typically, the average person who's ready for a VA or that knows when it's time to get a VA, they either have a good full-time job, they don't have time to sit there on the phone and play around. They just trying to get straight to the point to talk to motivated sellers, and they letting things slip through the cracks, right? You're supposed to be falling in love with these people, and you can't do it because there's not enough hours in the day. You're not focused. You got too many tasks going on. You got octopus hands, and your operation is just seeming to not get anywhere month after month. That's when you're ready for a VA.
Wow, wow. So I know you mentioned a second ago about the cost of VAs. You're saying you can hire people for as little as $4 or $5 an hour, maybe even less, depending on your negotiation skills. Do you set a budget aside for it, or how do you do about figuring out should I go ahead and get a VA? Because it's a rock and a hard place. I hear a lot of people trying to figure out should I do it or should I not.
So I told this story in my mastermind last week, and I'm not sharing it. What we figured out was it's psychology, bro. And what you do is say, hey, I am going to self-finance my business operation. And you need to figure out all of the costs that it costs you. And we came up with a number last year that it may cost you, it may cost you around $18,000. You just throwing out numbers and say you don't might have 18,000, but you might have a government job where you make 120,000, 130,000, both you and your spouse. And you going to self-finance and write yourself a promissory note and set this money to aside every month and commit to it for at least 12 months. The reason why most people fail with VAs is because they don't have no actual guidelines to how long they're willing to commit. The first 2 weeks they don't get a lead or a deal, they fire the VA. And that's when the cycle starts all over again. And you never get to the point where you've been consistent in real estate.
Right. I can agree with that. So, I have a theory, and I don't know if I'm right about this. I say that if your VA sucks, you suck. Is that a bad thing to say?
Oh, yeah. It's not a bad thing. It's true. you got to understand, brother, most people don't realize this, but once you step into this wholesaling range, you are what we call a business owner. You're not a newbie. You're not practicing. This shit is real, bro, because the minute you lock up a deal with a seller, it never was fake or simulation for them. It was always been real. They still going through foreclosure. They still got a divorce. They still got a tax sale dependent. So they don't care about you practicing or getting your feet wet or trying to understand what are you trying to do. So you got to hold yourself accountable to the highest regards and look at yourself as an entrepreneur.
Yeah, most definitely. You got to think of this thing as a real business, not just a little hustle, get a little money in there. Real business makes a difference. People watching, make sure y'all give this video a thumbs up if y'all liking this content. If you have any questions about anything we're speaking about, drop them in the comments. We'll try to get them answered before we wrap this thing up today. So virtual assistants, team building. What are some strategies or some ways people can do to become better leaders or team builders with virtual assistants or even employees here in America?
So you should just look into leadership training, right? You should understand what a leader is, what a leader does, and start working on them characteristics. If you don't have them characteristics, out the gate, you need to position yourself that you can find a strong leader VA. your first VA should probably have about 8 years in a cold calling, call center experience that can hold you up and kind of shield your weaknesses. I'm a big person that always tell people you should kind of like double down on your strengths and delegate out your weaknesses. And once you figure out that combination, literally your business going to double overnight.
All right. So double down on your strengths and hire out your weaknesses. Now that's a good one there. I like that. So people definitely need to do that. So getting virtual assistants, when you get them like that, do you feel like you should separate them? Like these are just callers and all they do is focus on calls. These are just marketers. All they do is market and do spreadsheets or something. How do you break that part down?
So when I hire, when I hire with the end in mind, right? And what I mean by that is I always try to hire people that can do multiple positions within that one position. So if I know a person has a strength to be maybe a lead manager later on down the road, I'm going to hire them with that intention and slowly but surely feed them that work to transition to be a lead manager. I'm a strong believer in promoting within, and you'll build an organization that can't be stoppable.
I know that's right. Cool, cool. All right, so that's enough on the virtuals for now. I know they like, I love virtual assistants. If they don't want to pay no money, they want to get them for free.
You got to pay, man. You got to pay to play. That's for anything.
That's right. Pay the cost to be the boss. So when it comes to actual marketing, looking for these deals, things like that, how do you go about figuring out what's a virtual market you want to move into? How do you identify this market might be better than what the one I'm working in, or et cetera?
We just follow the trends. We just do basic things like a multi-family investor do. We'll look at the economic development plan for 20 years from now. We'll look at the zoning to see what's changed in the zoning. We'll look at the cash sales to see what the cash buyer's appetite is. And then we'll just Google what's the top real estate investing markets in the United States. And there's going to be a shit ton of blogs that come up. And then we'll take that list and then we'll pick that list based on preference, what I like, what I want to deal with, what I don't want to do with. Then we turn around and we use a software called Sweet Spot Locator. And once we identify the city, to look that city up and to figure out what are the zip codes we should target in. And then we send that over to the lead manager to start building our market.
Now that makes sense. So you saying you pretty much stay away from those rural areas out in the middle of nowhere, out in the sticks. You leave that stuff alone.
Yeah, that's not our thing, right? Because we can't be there. We don't understand it. We're not local. So we just going with cookie cutter type of markets.
Cool, that makes sense. And so as far as getting your pictures, your video, boots on the ground type scenario, how do you go about handling that?
So our boots on the ground, we create individual relationships with realtors, newbie investors, and most of the time, I fail to say this, but majority of the markets we chose, we always make sure I have some family there or some type of in-laws that I can rely on. Because, you can't trust everybody in this game. Look at the sharks around me on the screen. You can't trust everybody. So.
We got sharks swimming around us, and there's sharks in this business for sure. So You're telling me you got to have a backup plan for the backup plan.
Definitely. Your plan need to have a plan, brother.
All right, cool. That makes sense. So get you somebody on your team that can go out, take pictures. When you are dealing with these sellers and things like that, are you giving them just a one cash offer? Are you dealing any kind of creative stuff? What are you doing about that when you talk to sellers?
So right now we just focus on the cash offer, but we get creative if we can. But since we're doing virtual, we just want to keep it cookie cutter as possible. So we just focus on the cash offer.
Okay, cool. So when you are speaking to these sellers, what are some of the tactics or techniques you're using to get them down to that price you need them to be virtually on the phone?
So like I said, when we start out the conversation, we're just trying to build some rapport. Our cold callers and our SMS managers, they do a good job with giving us what we call a seller profile. And then within that profile, they're trying to extract as many pain points, reasons for selling, and they're just trying to create a storyline for us. So that way, as the acquisition people, we can look at how we can position ourselves to get the deal. So some things we get on the phone, we might say, hey, we're talking about the gate, Mr. Seller. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to be your highest and best price. But if you're looking for speed and convenience, then I might be your guy.
You let them know right up front. You don't even play around.
Because you just want to kind of let them know like what type of tempo we playing. Because you got to understand, these sellers are being massaged. Like they probably talk to you, Chris. They probably talk to me. They probably talk to everybody. So then, in their head, they think they know the game. So when they hear this different script coming at them and it don't sound rehearsed, it sounds genuine from the heart. They're like, oh no, there's something different. Let me prepare for this.
Now that's a good one there. Now you mentioned the script right there. Do you let your virtual use a script, or you give them something like a guideline to just make sure to hit these points
we
on
we
top?
we start off with a script with all of our team members, but we believe in building people to be individual people. So we'll tell them, long as you cover these bases in the script, I don't give a shit what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's definitely important right there because everybody want a script to say, I want to buy your house for this much. And I'm like,
Nah, it's gonna come out choppy. So one of the things about working with the Filipinos, they have this this accent that instead of saying property, they say property. So
property.
like so it's hard to overcome that. So we just say, hey man, let's flow with what makes you happy, but don't be trying to read word for word because it's not gonna come out right.
I told mine don't even use the word property. The house, your home, whatever. Do not use the word property.
They hit that power, they be like property. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, now that's real right there. So I know you've been through some VAs. So how many VAs you working with on your team and stuff now?
Hey bro, I can't even tell you. We think we had 23.
Woo.
I don't know because what happened was I turned my VAs into like their own like departments, right? So they're responsible for hiring their team, and they report to me, and I look at it, I check it off, and we keep it moving. So like I think we had 23. We supposed to have 5 more people in the next 2 weeks. We had 5 people last week, so I don't know. I stopped counting.
I know that's right. So make your virtual assistants leaders, groom and get them up strong so they can train the others up, and you can get out the way and let the business run itself.
That's how it's supposed to be because at the end of the day, I don't know everything, and I don't want to know everything. That's not my job. My job is to be a leader, point the ship in the right direction, and give them guidance. That's it.
Now you said something powerful right there too. You don't even want to know everything. Most people are like, I gotta know every little thing. Like, man, I don't even know nothing.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not gonna be your best closer. I'm not gonna be your best cold caller. But I am going to shape this business and we're gonna get the money. I can tell you that.
You know how to get to the bag. That's right. That's some Libra stuff, ain't it?
Yeah, I'm born September 29th. How you know that?
Because lucky Libras, man. I know Libras. I'm October 17th. I know these Libras.
Okay, I see you.
I know a Libra when I see one. All right, let's see what we got here. So, and when it comes to marketing, attracting these motivated sellers in multiple markets, you said you were using something called a sweet spot locator. What are some other stuff?
We use a sweet spot locator. What else we use for marketing? We build what we call a seller profile. And every seller, like if you go do deals, if you do enough deals, you're gonna eventually come up with some type of profile or what a typical seller may look like. And so we cater our list around there. So we come up with these crazy stacks. So we might stack bad credit with pre-foreclosure with vacant. And literally that list be jumping. And we before people start saying the word stacking, we were stacking leads and didn't even realize that was the terminology. We just knew that we had to get in front of as many people as possible. Because the thing is, like, I looked at it from a business perspective. Like, before Coca-Cola decided to spend any money on their Super Bowl ads, $5 million for 30 seconds, they know exactly their target audience. They know exactly who that Coca-Cola ad is supposed to go to, and they can forecast exactly what they may make in the next 12 months off that particular ad. So that's where I'm at with everything.
Wow, so you're a data guy. You crunch the numbers.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because numbers don't lie. I know that's right. So so you're marketing to these people. You get them on the phone. You talk to them. You get them locked up at the right price. How do you go about finding some cash buyers in those markets you're not familiar with?
So we, like I said, we follow the breadcrumbs. We use PropStream, and then we use cash buyer data feed. And when we lock up a deal, we'll go find a cash buyer that bought based on what we're trying to sell a deal for. So if we locked up a 3-2 at $80,000, we looking for cash buyers that bought 3-2s at $80,000, and we're personally calling them and saying, "Hey, we got a deal. Are you interested? We know you bought this for this. We got something similar to that." And typically, we can get it sold within the first 5 to 8 phone calls.
So are you blasting it out on the internet, or is it just strictly on your buyers list only?
We don't blast the internet because we want to protect ourselves. If you try to go look at most deals I've done, it's not really on the internet. We try our best to stay offline just because we don't want the daisy chainers to try to come in here and be heroes, and then we have to get hood on them. So we like to create that individualized relationship with our cash buyers. So we just call them one by one. I have a virtual VA disposition manager, and her job is to call all of the cash buyers.
Now that's smart. Put a person on it and let them do the job.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense. Because I know a lot of people like to put it up on Facebook.
Man, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Like, I get a deal emailed to me because I'm a buyer too, right? So like they email me deals, and I'm like, hold on, bro, I just hold on. Let me go back to my inbox. Hold on, I just seen this deal $20,000 less. What's going on? At first, when I first started, I just thought it was a mistake. And then, like, like a year and a half ago, I said, man, these people savage. They don't even want to do no work. They wait till you post your stuff online, take your pictures, and then just act like it's theirs. That's crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't have no paperwork or nothing.
Nothing. They like, man, and they angle is, okay, if I get a buyer to commit at this price, then I come strong on you, and you going JV with me because you couldn't get it sold yet.
Wow. So they killers out there. So that's how they do it in the DMV, huh?
Man, this how they do it on the East Coast, bro. I don't know about out there, but the whole up and down the East Coast. So, like anybody out here, that if you're a newbie or you're new or if you haven't done a whole deal, went from start to the finish, the first thing you should do as you get your pictures is to put a watermark in the middle of your pictures. Put your company logo and your website and your phone number. So if the daisy chain try to steal your pictures, man, you can kind of like, hey, look what you're doing, man. You don't know what you're doing.
Wow. I've seen it on a few listings here, but not a lot. I mean, I guess they don't do it too much here in St. Louis, but I have seen pictures with that watermark on there for some reason.
It's important. It's important.
Wow. Yeah, I tag all my stuff too. I put phone numbers, do videos. So that's what I want to ask you. So when you are dispoing a deal or your dispositions manager is dispoing a deal, do they do video too and pictures, or what do they do for that part?
Yeah, so typically we use a website to get our pictures. They send us about 60 good pictures. And we'll take and put the watermarks on the pictures. And we'll let the buyers know we need highest and best. If they want to go see the property, then we'll set up a time where they go see the property. And then once they see the property, we highest and best tomorrow by 2 p.m.
Wow. Okay, now here's a hard question. When just like you say, you got your highest and best, and you got these sellers in the house. How do you go about? Do you tell them I'm going to bring another person by to buy it, or you say it's one of our contractors? How do you do it?
So it goes back to set expectations and say, listen, Mr. Seller, I'm gonna be honest with you. If somebody's staying here, I have to bring my entire team here, from my underwriters all the way to my contractors, and we want to make sure this is the right deal for us. Because at the end of the day, it's not just my money I'm playing with other people's money. So there's some people I have to answer to too. Is this something that's going to be a deal breaker? Yes or no? And if they say yes, then we'll work it out some other way, because we want to set the expectation there will be other investors walking to your house. And we're not trying to come back 2-3 different times. We try and hit it one time. That's it.
Yeah, because there are people out here like, I don't want nobody in my house, and they're ashamed because they're a hoarder or whatever. I don't know.
Right.
And I know you said you were dealing with some real estate agents. What are you doing with them? They're only helping with the dispo side, or do you buy houses off the MLS?
So I buy houses off the MLS too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't afraid to say that. I'm, like, hey, if it's a deal, it's a deal. I don't care if it's off market or on market. If I can make money, let me make some money. So we work with real estate agents for all types of things. Buying houses off the MLS, selling our houses for us, sending us pocket listings where sometimes, real estate agents, they don't even want to list their deals because they don't want to split the bread. You know what I mean? So, real estate agents are good, especially if you found something that actually invested themselves, so they get it from your standpoint.
I know that's right, man. That's right. All right, I think we got a couple of questions over here in the comments. Let's see what we got here. Let's see here. Let's see. Right train virtual assistants. You don't have to get them from across the world. So what do you think about having virtual assistants here in the United States?
I never tried that yet, man. I got such a chemistry with the Filipinos virtual assistants that I don't even want to mess with that chemistry. It's a crazy chemistry that I've created within the last 2 years.
Yeah, because I know those virtual assistants here in the United States, they want $40 an hour. I'll be like, damn.
But here's my thing, and I don't mean to disrespect nobody. Anybody on this, don't take any disrespect. Man, these people over here lazy. You can give them $20 an hour, and they're going to call off the next day. VAs, they got their shit with them too. But, like, they way more disciplined. They have a sense of urgency. They love their family. They're really big on God. Like, all that stuff means something as you run a business, because structure and order, you need structure and order. So the more a person has a structure and order, the easier it is for them to integrate into your business.
That makes sense. So, you got to integrate the right things into the business. That makes a definite thing there. Let's see what's going on. Chris and Antoine, 2 vets in the game. Just got a VA from Antoine, about to get another one. Look at that.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the love and support. We run one of the biggest virtual assistant companies here in the United States. We took care of over 600 people Last 2 months ago it was 400 people, but we're doing about 100 clients a month. So thank you, man. If it wasn't for people like yourself, Chris, for letting me come on your platform and speak and talk about what I do, it wouldn't be nobody like me.
Most definitely. So tell people a little bit about that, because I know that a lot of people have been asking about getting VAs. How do they get somebody who got them trained? I know you specialize in training them up, getting them strong and ready for the phone. How do they go about finding out more about that?
Yeah, you can just go to get VA today. Text get VA today to 44222. I got a whole entire sales team. They'll call you, talk to you, figure out what your problems is. Sometimes we turn people away. Hey, this might not be for you right now. Come back in 6 months and we'll help you. But we'll give you all of your solutions to your problems. And we're one-stop shop. We're one of the places where we want to make sure that investors, newbies, experienced, big box wholesalers can come to a place that does everything: recruitment, training, and consistent training and onboarding into their exact systems. That's the number one thing that we specialize in.
Right. Because so how do you go about making sure that these VAs keep their attendance together and stuff like that? The basics of
And
managing people.
so we have, we have so many processes, but I can give you a few of them. One of them is a point system. The point system is a deterrent where if you get 16 points, you automatically terminated. 1 point for every tardiness, 3 points for no call, no show, 2 points for unexcused late or unexcused tardiness. That falls under power outage bullshit excuses, internet outage bullshit excuses. We don't tolerate that stuff.
Yeah, we get that all every 2 weeks. Oh, the internet was out, sir.
And they get them points, and we run them up on them.
Wow. So the points only go for like what, 30 days or something, or a certain
No,
period
the
of time?
points, the points go for 6 months, and they reset.
Okay, cool. 6 months. So behave yourself or you will be pointed out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Diamond Baker wants to know, what system do you use to keep track of all your VAs?
Well, I use Hubstaff, and all of my leaders manage. They have access to Hubstaff too, so they manage their people that work above them. Most of my leaders have 2 to 3 employees that they personally manage. And they're responsible for managing the time, uh, actually giving me their schedule, let me know what they're going to be doing, and just basically anything that the employees may need, they manage.
That makes sense. Cool. They even made you an ant right here. They said my dog Ant and gave you an ant.
What's up, bro? Shout out to my brother, man. That dude right there, that's a good dude.
That's what I'm talking about. That's all we want to be around as good people. We don't even want to be around no losers.
Not me.
Success only, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So cool. Let's see here. Antoine, I'm a VA mastery client. Do you have a course on how to break into other markets and how to scale from 2 VAs to 5 or 6 VAs, and what does that process look like?
Man, if you're a VA Mastery client, look out for the update of VA Mastery Recharge. It's something that I put my heart into for the last 8 months. We've been delaying it because we want to make sure that this becomes the Bible of virtual assistant training. It's almost done. It's halfway done, and it should be out by October 1st.
Okay, right in Libra season. That's what I'm talking about. Cool. I see we got another one in here from, what did she put on here? October 9th or something? So we got another one. They're everywhere. All right, so let's see here. Chanel says, nice, great to see you. All right, Mr. AC, do you help with what systems to use from start to finish?
So we roll out a product called Business in a Box. And typically, if you're a brand new newbie or if you're an experienced person and you're just tired of trying to figure shit out, come see us. We'll set up everything, put everything together, and within 30 to 45 days, you'll be up and running.
Cool. So that's cool. So should a person have a set budget already in mind before they even try to go into any of this?
Yeah, so if you ain't got $2,000 a month, don't waste your time. At least
$2K a month. So that'll get you enough for the marketing. Do you do any
that'll get you enough for at least 1 or 2 VAs part time. Because the way our business model is, you pay the VAs directly at cost. So they're $4 an hour, you pay them $4 an hour. How we get paid? We charge an upfront commitment, a $500 fee. That's how we get our money.
That ain't bad. That's light for real. Especially if you get the thing, because I see people paying for VAs paying $15 an hour, $12 an hour.
That's what I'm saying. So if you put us up against most of these call centers, you're gonna save about $12K a year just by just doing business with us.
That makes sense. Cool. All right. So let's see here. So what type of mistakes do you feel like you've made in this 3-year journey that you have learned from?
We gonna be starting.
Give us a light one and then a heavy one.
Oh, a light one is not thinking things through or cutting corners. Right? Thinking that, you can finesse like you do in the streets, and the next thing you know, that finesse end up being 3 times more than what you would have saved by doing it the right way.
Cool.
And then probably a heavy one is, man, stop trying to please everybody, man. Like, it's not my job to please everybody, right? It's only a certain amount of people going to connect with Antoine or believe in me or trust what I do. Stop worrying about what everybody thinks of me, and just cater to the people that trust me with their money, whether they buying a product from me or trust me just being their friend, whether they just want to have a personal relationship.
Cool. So I know that's right. So because I know a lot of things, people feel like they have to be buddy with every buyer and let me give them the deal because they're my friend and all that.
The next thing you know, you their employee because they like, you moving on their watch. They call all the shots and you're not really running your business no more. So that's a bad thing.
Or be locked in. Like, I got to bring it to them first. There's special VIP. Do you believe in having a separate VIP special list for buyers?
No. Yeah, pay the place because you could be up this week and fell off next week. You're not gonna slow my business up.
Yeah, because I've had deals we put out, and then next thing you know, they done ran it up higher than what we had it out at. You don't know what somebody willing to pay for.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
That's right. Makes sense. So cool. So we got that out the way. Let's see in here. Let's see. On YouTube, they say, are you paying your VAs hourly and commission? What kind of incentives do you give your VAs to stay motivated?
So first of all, is to make sure your VA stay motivated is, I'm gonna tell everybody this: learn how to talk to people with respect. People are not robots. People have feelings. People have family. People have certain morals and things they believe in. So learn how to talk to people. Learn how to treat people. Take care of people as if they was your own parents, right? And that alone, before you even give out money, that alone would go a long way. And then once you start winning, your winning season hit. Take care of your team, same way you take care of yourself. So if you get a deal on a contract, give them $50 bonus. If it actually make it to the closing table and the wire hit, don't give them all the money until the wire hit. Then give them another $250. That's what I do. And I'm telling you, that right there would change the game. If their children having a birthday, send them $20. I just sent one of my team members, Lynn. Shout out to Lynn. I'm not sure if she's watching. I sent her $20. She bought her daughter a cake, and they was happy. It's the small things that add up to big things. Like I said, you want to win people over because like I tell anybody who I hire, if you're looking at 3 months, 6 months from now, and you can't see me in your vision, just don't even continue the interview because I'm looking for long-term players.
That's right. And I wanted to ask you about that too. What are your long-term goals in this business? You want to continue wholesaling, fixing, flipping? What do you want to do in the future?
So my long-term goals, I want to actually, start building on my portfolio. I want to be, doing multifamily. I want to create some companies outside of, I'm working on creating some companies outside of real estate that will complement my real estate business by, just being able to be my own investor. I don't want to raise money or to create a fund like you see what everybody was going through with the fund stuff. I just want to be able to take care of my family. I want to be able to leave some legacy properties around for my children's children to be straight. And to buy a lot of land. I want land in Florida. I want land in Pennsylvania. I want land in North Dakota. I think land is the key to everything.
That's right. It's the foundation to build a nation. So, all right. So I know you said you're a family man. You got children and everything. Do you feel like that's something that gives you the motivation to move forward, or is that something that kind of holds you back, you feel like?
Nah, I couldn't even lie like that. My children, they motivate me, but they're not the factor. They're going to be 18 one day. And then what's going to happen after that? So I think that you got to learn how to motivate yourself, right? And then use your children as a reason to continue to be consistent at that time, yes. But don't let them be the only reason that is motivation. I think that's just a hyperbole people tell themselves to sound good.
Right. I do it for my baby. I'll be like, nah, man, you lying.
And I'm not going to lie to you like that, bro.
I know that's right. Cool. So are there what books, podcasts, and other resources would you recommend for people that's getting into this business to get their mind right or to learn some of the stuff that you've learned over the years?
Principles by Ray Dalio book. Scaling Up, The 4 Hour Work Week, Magician versus Mule by Mark Evans DM. That was a pretty good book. The 10-Hour Work Week, I think, by Mark Evans DM. And Traction. Traction, we run our business based on traction principles.
Wow.
You said podcast?
Yeah.
Definitely Steve Train. Yours. Nothing but Nuggets. Max Maxwell. Chris Jefferson. He ain't got one, but I'm gonna speak it into existence.
That's
Anything
right.
he do, follow my man. He's a solid A player. Who else? RJ Bates, Titanium Vote. His stuff solid. He has some good people on there. Uh, I'm just getting into the whole earn your leisure thing. That's pretty dope. I like how they come at us with different ways of thinking and making money.
That's right. It all starts in your mindset. Get that mind
Mhm.
right, and everything's possible. Cool, cool. So those are some good podcasts. Those are some good books. Sound like you're a reader. You had those books already ready. You already got a library behind you or something there.
Yeah, I'm currently reading. I'm reading a bunch of books. I usually have 3 books in rotation at the same time.
Wow. So that helps. So cool, cool. What about audio books? You do anything with those or just regular books?
Yeah, I listen to audiobooks too. I can hold on. Let me get you a couple of recommendations off of me. I got a bunch of there.
All right, cool, cool. So the people that are watching here on the stream, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. If you haven't already, tag somebody in it that need to know this.
Oh man, I'm slipping. Be obsessed, be average. Grant Cardone.
Oh, that's
If
my
you're not first, you last. Grant Cardone. Rocket Fuel. I listened to Tony Robinson, Mastering Money. And then one of the first books I listened to when I decided to become a wholesaler was the Real Estate Wholesaling Bible. Shouts out to Darren Merle. I know he had Google, but that book was kind of like filled with nuggets. And time management. I listened to time management.
cool, cool. You gave them a bunch of books, so they don't have no excuse to go get this knowledge.
And I'm just starting this book called Relentless. The guy who coached, I think, Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan, yeah, that's yep, Relentless. That's a good guy there too. Cool, cool. That makes sense. So let's see what we got here. Daniel wants to know, where can we find that business in a box?
Call the office, bro. I know you got the number. Call Darlene. Call one of my sales reps. There's present what we got to offer you, and if it makes sense for you, move forward.
That's right. So that's cool, cool. Sadal here wants to know, what is your morning routine?
I'm not a morning guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a hit and miss. I might wake up at 7. I might wake up at 10. It depends on how what I got planned. But what I did was I hired an executive assistant. She works for me, and she basically manages my schedule. So, but in the mornings when I do wake up, the first thing I do is close your ears if you have children. I hit the toilet, take a shit, check all the bank accounts, make sure nobody from the black web, dark web ain't still nothing. And then I go through all of my Facebook groups. That's because each department has a Facebook Messenger group, and I introduce myself. Good morning. Let's crush it. Good morning, everybody. Have a good day. And I acknowledge everybody that's on my team that works with me. And then once I do that, I go downstairs, do a little bit of paperwork, hop in my truck, and hit the road.
I know that's right. Cool, cool. I know you got a conference coming up, the DRIP conference. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, so DRIP stands for Double Revenue Increased Profits, right? There's a bunch of wholesaling conferences. So I wanted to kind of like put emphasis on showing people how to make money and keep it. And, at first we were supposed to have a conference back in March. Unfortunately, the virus hit. But I'm a type of person, I always said things happen to you for a reason. Take good things, the bad situations, and turn into good outcomes. So it gave us an opportunity to add 20 extra more speakers on the event because we didn't have to fly nobody out. So it actually created a better event. And then it allowed people who didn't have the opportunity to fly out or to get a hotel to still come and participate. So we have 40 of the top entrepreneurs and real estate investors, motivation speakers in the country that I can get my hands on. That's coming to speak for 4 days and 40 hours worth of content.
Wow. So this is a live or is it virtual? How's that set up?
It's virtual. I want to do live. I don't want to put nobody's life in jeopardy right now.
Okay. And when is this supposed to be?
November 11th to the 14th. So it's going to be 4 days straight. And anybody who purchases a premium ticket, they would get access to the recording. If you purchase an early bird ticket, you won't get the recording, but you get to be there.
Cool, cool. So that's the DRIP conference. You say 40 speakers. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, man. And a lot of people reaching out to me. Shout out to everybody reaching out to me, want to help me There's no shade, there's no disrespect to nobody, but we started this thing with my VAs. I'm gonna let them finish it. So they actually managing it, running it, and doing everything for me in the background.
Cool. So you're a big believer in letting them run the business and you get out the way.
Oh yeah, I believe in empower your circle, empower your team. That's to me like that's where it's at, man. Like once you figure that concept out and you start letting go of things and stop trying to be like this one man show, your life will change.
How does one get over that hump though? Because there's a lot of people stuck right there.
Man, you just got to have a conversation with yourself. For me, I drive a lot, so I get a chance to talk to myself. Now, I'm not crazy or nothing, but I tell myself, man, you got to get up off that, Antoine. You got to do this. Like literally hiring 7 people in like 5 days. To me, it was kind of scary, but I knew that we had a transition in our businesses, all of our companies that, you go hard, you go home, man. Like, I don't know if you gamble, but when I'm at the casino, I be side betting. I be throwing it on the field. You know what I mean? So,
in the field, come on. Supposed to pay the hard ways.
Man, I can't do that.
Cool. So that's right. So let's see here. If y'all have any other questions, let me see what we got over here. There we go. We got a hard question. Does Antoine drink alcohol?
Yeah, come on, man. I got 2 kids. I drink, but I don't drink heavy. Like I drink when I go to steakhouses and stuff like that. I don't know if that's considered drinking, but yeah, I drink. I got like people gift me like bottles of liquor and stuff. I got that stuff sitting in my cabinet for years. I'm not a hardcore drinker.
Cool. Yeah, they say, do you drink? I never had that question come in here before. I don't drink, smoke, do any drugs. So I'm pure clean. I get my mind right so I can keep my mind right. That's what I do. So let's see what we got here. They say the Go Giver is a great one to read. That's true. Let's see here. Yes. I got it all over by talking to Chris. He changed my mindset. That's right. You got to get out here and, get out the way. Let these people run their business, empower them, train them, right? Train them and let them run the show.
I tell people like this. When a CEO of Coca-Cola got hired, he ain't go down into the factory telling people how to make this soda. He went straight to the boardroom. That's not his job.
That's right. Get you some good managers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Diamond Baker wants to know, do you make VA sign a non-compete?
We definitely, there's no really legitimate way to enforce that, especially 9,000 miles away. So one of my secret formulas to hiring people is just to make sure that you hire people with good morals and good family values that treasure their job, knowing that they got somebody to go home to provide for. That's not going to make the reckless decision by, getting fired or getting, in trouble or putting their family in a situation where they can't put food on the table.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's see here. Cynthia Miller wants to know, what do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
5 years, that's halfway through the decade. I see myself running a very sophisticated virtual 8-figure year business, and owning some property in Florida and splitting my time between Florida and the state of Maryland.
Why you like Florida so much?
Hey man, you got penal state taxes.
I
got a lot of family down there too, though, bro. I got a lot of family in Palm Beach. I love it down there. It's cool.
Yeah, I never been to Florida. I want to visit, but
man, you gotta come, bro. Come down there.
You're making it sound good.
It is good food, good atmosphere. The weather never like every time I go, it's always at least 83 degrees.
Cool. So that makes sense. So we got that there. So give people the way to contact you. What is your contact information if you want to share any of that, or is it just mostly the social media?
You can follow me on Instagram, CEO929. If you want to get in contact with my business pertaining to VAs, you can go to vamasterysystem.com, or I beat the Google algorithm. You just type in Antoine Campbell, everything about me pop up.
You beat the Google algorithm. I got a dude to come up as a cartoonist. You put in Chris Monroe. You got to put in Chris Monroe real estate.
You pull me up, man. I'm all over Google. I'm like, good God Almighty.
You done took over Google. That's cool. So let's see here. They say, come on down, Chris. Oh, she must be in Florida. Look at that. Everybody love Florida.
I love Florida, brother.
Dang. Is there are you investing there too, or you just like visit there?
I own a couple of pieces of lots over in Port Charlotte that one day I'm gonna put a house on, but I ain't really investing in it just yet. But it's definitely a good opportunity for multifamily, especially in Palm Beach County.
I know that's right. Miss Cynthia says, thank you for the nuggets. So give us I know you got several Facebook groups. Tell us some of the places that people can connect and learn more about this stuff.
You can catch me on Nothing But Nuggets, Virtual Assistants, Hacks and Secrets. Um, yeah, that's it. And just follow my actual legitimate regular Facebook page. I got over I think 6,000 followers on there, almost 6,000 followers, 5,800 followers, I think, on that Facebook page, and follow my Instagram page. I do a lot of my stories, and every day, like when you see my name on your timeline, I try. Me and my team, we try our best to put out as much good content that can be relatable. So when you see my name, you won't think about unfriending me.
Cool, cool. So are you doing any kind of coaching for actual people too, or is it more so toward the
We
business?
don't do coaching like that coaching word is really like sensitive right now. It's a bad association to call yourself a coach. We do what we call high level consulting. We have a couple of one-on-one clients where I tell them out the gate, hey, I'm trying to scale my business right now. I'm trying to make me some money. Like I can't babysit you. But if you want somebody that can pick up the phone once a week for you and give you some good advice and give you some high level education and some pointers, you want access to my team and their support and showing you how to pull leads and stack leads, and you want to pay a flat fee and to get into all the programs we offer, pay us our little $5,000, and you can ride off in the sunset. But if you're the type of person that blame everybody for all your problems, or give up on yourself, that make pity excuses, that inconsistent, that have a terrible marriage or terrible relationship with everybody, don't bring that toxicity over here. I don't want it. I don't need your money. I'm good. I'm straight.
So basically, all money ain't good money.
All money ain't good money, bro. It ain't.
You want it. Keep that drama. I know that's right. Darian here says, I was on a training this weekend, you had a week ago. How do I get the slides with, I guess, something on it, some slides?
I still got to talk to my team. A lot of that stuff is proprietary processes. So we got to kind of like chop up the slides because it's like we don't want everybody having it. So once we get the slides chopped up, we'll make sure we send it out to you. You should already have access to the replay. And then once we get the slides chopped up, we'll upload it into your Contra account, and you can have the slides to use.
Cool, cool. So that's great. So we got some great nuggets. Hopefully everybody learned something here so far. Is there anything you want to share with the family that we haven't addressed, that I haven't asked? I'm pretty good at it, I think, but anything
Man, it's an interview. It's one of the best interviews I've done thus far. Just keep pushing, man. Listen, if you 2 months into this shit, you 3 months into this shit, just know somebody was 12 months into this shit, they didn't go up on themselves. So just know that at the end of the day, everybody's not going to have this sexy story to post on Facebook how they made $50,000. Your first deal, you might make $1,500. The point is, you need to build a predictable business. In order to do that, you need to be disciplined, educate yourself, read plenty of books, and surround yourself around some of the top people in the country that don't mind sharing. And when they do share, they shut the fuck up, don't tell nobody that they share with you so that you can come up. So that's all I got for them, brother.
I know that's right. Yeah, build a real business, not just getting here just hustling. We've been hustling.
You don't want to hustle. I talked about that at We Live. Like, you want to build a legitimate, predictable business. I can't count on my hands how many people I know right now that can legitimately go to the New York Stock Exchange and open an IPO with their wholesaling or real estate business because their paperwork not in order.
It's cool. It's cool. So, do you ever see yourself giving up the wholesaling, or more so just gonna stay on it forever and still do other stuff?
Man, let me tell you, man. If it makes sense to give a wholesaling, I give it up. I'm a businessman. I'm not trying to be cool or popular or say I'm the best closer. I'm not trying to be the biggest wholesaler. I don't want to be the biggest wholesaler because at the end of the day, I don't have no assets where I can depreciate to offset my tax liability. So why would I want to brag about I made $3 million but I don't have no rental property? That's stupid.
Wow. Now that's mindset stuff there. And that's the
Yeah.
one thing I'm glad I did. I started acquiring properties quick. Everybody else was trying to get wholesale. I was trying to get the house.
Yeah. I'm on that same boat. Like, we were supposed to start building our portfolio back in March. We had everything positioned, and then Finance of America, that's the company, they decided not to do their 30-year loans, and we had the hard money lender that was going, put us in these deals, no money down, and then we fix them up and we refinance and keep them. But we still gonna do it. We're just waiting on what the market says.
Cool, cool. I don't know if this is a real question or not, but if we're in the same city one day, are you down for 18 holes of golf?
Man, I don't know who that question to, but I'm good for putt-putt golf. Take me to one of the little cheap golf places. I ain't trying to do no 18 holes.
They say rich men play golf.
That's why I smoke cigars.
There you go.
Rich men smoke cigars too.
I know that's right. Take one of them. Let's see. I can't figure out how to access the replay. Just shoot him a message, Darren.
Yeah, shoot us a message, bro. Talk to Darlene. We got a whole entire support team over at the V1 company. We'll hook you up.
Cool, cool. He wants to know also, do you know an accountant or business strategist in the Maryland area there in Baltimore?
Right off the top of my head, man, like everybody in the DC area, man, they be on some fall shit. So there's this one lady that I know of. I can put you in touch with her. You probably already know. She's an African lady. She's a CPA. I'm not sure if she's a tax strategist, but I know she's a good CPA, everybody.
Cool, cool. So that works. Once again, great content. I want to say thank you again, bro, for coming on, sharing the nuggets with everybody.
I appreciate you, brother, man. Keep doing what you're doing. I like this. This is a very special show. You're empowering a lot of people don't even know it.
That's right. I hope for people to take action. I don't want them to just look at this stuff, listen to it, digest it. I want them to go take action on this stuff. That's how I got in the game. I watched about 200 videos and took action. Everybody else was thinking about it. I'm going to get a deal.
Exactly. Like the number one thing I tell people before I go is, as you reading that book or watching this video, start taking immediate action, because once it come off your mind, you ain't gonna be worrying about it no more.
That's right. That's right. Lucy says, I like Antoine. He a real one.
I like Lucy too. My sister nickname is Lucy. So yeah.
There you go. She here in St. Louis doing deals, getting them deals locked up.
Go.
That's what I'm talking about. So cool. So follow on CEO929, right?
Yeah, that's my birthday. You know, we always put the birthday in everything.
There you go. That's how we do it, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Man, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, cool. So that's how we do it, family, each and every Monday night right here, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. If you're watching on a replay, be sure you put some smart alecky comments down in the bottom. Say, I agree with this, I disagree with that. Give this video a thumbs up. If you're listening on a podcast, because we do also put this up on Google Podcasts, the Woke Real Estate Investing Podcast. We also put this up on Apple iTunes, Stitcher, and all the other podcasting sites. Get us a 5-star review. Every review is good. Give it a 5-star. That helps us out, move us up in the algorithm so we can reach more people, teach more people, and help people get up out of this thing. And that's how we do it. What's up, Shanita? That's right. She said, hey, Antoine, he's gone. He ran up out of here. So no problem. I'm glad you all were able to get on tonight and get some good nuggets. Don't forget, we're on next week, next Monday night. We're on with Mr. David Dodge on the 24th of August. We're on talking about rentals, the truth about rentals with David Allen Dodge. That's next Monday, August the 24th. The following week, we'll be on with Mr. Victor Antonio, the truth about sales. We're talking sales with a master sales trainer. That's Monday, August 31st, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And then going into September, we're on with Mr. Alvin Tucker, Facebook marketing. I know you all want to spend that money and give money to Facebook. You better know what you're doing, or they'll eat your money up and swipe your card faster than you know what happened. So we're going to get some of those basics down from Mr. Alvin Tucker. That's on the 14th of September. Make sure you're in for that. Tonight, we were joined by Mr. Antoine Campbell. Take a screenshot of that. Follow him on Instagram at CEO929. Great brother right there. Make sure you go follow and support his endeavors as you see him out here in these streets. Tell him where you saw him at. Say, I saw you on Chris Monroe show. He was on there dropping bombs, man. I saw you. Let him know. That's good for you there. Also, if you want to be notified of the upcoming shows, all you have to do is text JV to 31996. That'll get you the free joint venture agreement. Plus, you'll also get the notifications of when we go live on these Monday nights, each and every Monday night, 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. All you have to do is text the keyword JV to 31996. This show is being brought to you by wokesource.com. Get more leads than you can handle. Go ahead and check that out. Get you a free 7-day trial of the prop stream at wokesource.com. Check it out. And if you need skip tracing as low as 15 cents per match, not per search, but per match, that's at wokeskiptracing.com. And if you want more than you can handle when it comes to real estate, everything I offer, everything I talk about, all the videos, the 200 plus real estate free training videos, go to wokerealestate.com. Get contracts for every type of deal. Find that cool gear like the hat I'm wearing right now, or get the coaching, wokerealestate.com. All right, so like I said, give this video a thumbs up. Let's see what we got here. Thanks, man. Both have helped me in my biz. Great info. That's what I'm talking about. And you a massive action taker. You take action. That's why you're going to be successful in life. Don't just digest this stuff. go ahead and take that action on it. I appreciate you all. So do what you do, be who you be, and I'll see you before you see me. Peace.
And we here. And we here. And we here. Mr. I stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. And Mr. I stay.
Today's broadcast is being brought to you by WokeSkipTracing.com. Look up phone numbers and email addresses with ease, with pricing as low as only 15 cents per match, not per search, per match. If there's no number or email address, you don't pay. Get accurate data in just minutes. WokeSkipTracing.com. That's WokeSkipTracing.com.